Hello, everybody! Alright, we got a nice round map here today. It's a very round, very nice, much map. Also a good thing to look for.
Wow.
Boom. Remember, we're at level 44 with 26 experience at the end of last episode. If you don't believe that we didn't do anything between now and then, that's your own problem. So not only am I going for maximum experience for monster transformation this floor, I'm also trying to low-key go for the clear goal.
Yes,
Because
we totally didn't have a issue with the save file and have to redo the entire game up to this point.
Oh no, I'm
Totally
way too professional for that. If I'd known you were planning to do that joke, I would have completely reorganized the inventory between episodes.
I only just decided to do it.
Because the timing would have been perfect!
I mean, here's the thing. You haven't started, going into the dungeon yet, have you?
I'm in the dungeon.
Are you fighting monsters already?
Yeah.
Oh. So it's too late to actually do that.
Yes. Because we didn't even save between episodes. But
Yes.
you said that just as I was choosing to use a treasure chest key on a trapped chest. So I had to go and show my inventory.
Perfect. Amazing.
Yeah, because for the record, she is not actually watching this episode. At least not this part of the episode. She considers herself to be so good that she can play the game without even watching it. But then I have to point out that I'm the one playing. She doesn't quite get it, though. So if anyone in the comments wants to try to explain what it means to play a game, go right ahead. I'll make sure to read them all out to her. Every last 0 of those comments we get. Hey Chase, if you're watching this, write something funny.
Yes, and if it turns out there is more than 0 comments, don't worry. I'll ignore all of them.
Oh gosh, I thought you were going to say something extreme, like, if there are actually any comments here, I'll get them tattooed! Just out of the sheer confidence that nobody's gonna comment on this video. Because nobody's gonna watch it. If I really wanted views, I'd be going after whatever the most popular game is and uploading it, like, the day it comes out. Like, Five Nights at Freddy's...
For every comment, I'm going to donate $100 to my own wallet.
I thought you were gonna say, like, a certain charity, and then I was going to just, like upload the video and comment on it myself. Cheating, maybe, but... Or you'd say, like, you're gonna donate to the poor, and say, and by that I mean me.
Yeah, I kind of am poor. I got some bad news today. A government job that I had decided, yeah, we don't need our workers anymore.
I mean, that's like every job, honestly. They don't need employees, they just need money. They don't seem to realize that employees give them money. I read a thing a couple of years ago that the average employee provides about... Okay, we lost a few experience there. Provides like $56 an hour of profit to the business that they work for. Like the average minimum wage employee provides about $50-some worth of profit to the business per hour.
That profit taking into consideration how little they're paid?
I don't think it takes into consideration they are paid, like, at all.
Okay, so it's just total gross profit. Gotcha.
Yeah. But I don't know if it takes into consideration, like, the amount that the company, like, spends on resources or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Because I do remember working, like, fast food and stuff. Working at Tim Hortons. And, like, over the course of an hour, I'd definitely sell way more than $50 worth of drinks. Like, I could sell a $2 drink in, like, 1 minute.
Well, and
Medium
here's the
double-double,
thing.
$2. I'd have that done by the time I got their money.
Well, here's the thing. You're just talking direct sales.
Yes.
But, like, for example, I used to work at McDonald's,
Same.
and I know for a fact, because I saw some of this information, the actual cost to McDonald's for a Big Mac,
It's like 10 cents or something.
about 75 cents for the materials, and then like for the food stuff itself, not counting like the labor for cooking it, but otherwise just like per Big Mac
For the Big Mac,
it
period.
costs them 75 cents, and you're paying like $5-6 for it.
Yep.
At that price, you really would be better off just going to the grocery store, getting yourself, some buns, some frozen, hamburger patties, and some Thousand Island dressing. Because guess what?
That's
basically what the Big Mac sauce is.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I've been doing recently. I've been having burgers because I throw the patties in my air fryer for, 5 to 10 minutes. And just, fry them all up. Get some cheap, low-calorie buns. Lowest calorie buns I could find were about 120 calories per bun. The burgers I'm currently using are breaded chicken burgers, 220 calories per that. And I use one slice of, I think it's cheddar cheese, 80 calories, so one burger, 420 calories.
Fun.
Which I keep track of in my little journal.
Nice. I'm going to get myself a little bit clean, and then I'll rejoin you.
Alright, you do that. So, level 44. So one floor gave us just over one level. So if we do this floor 55 more times, that could very well give us level 100. 55 more times. Seriously. All they would need to make monster transformation, viable is to say, put something in to make the monsters level up, I don't know, twice as fast. Monster transformation is honestly the biggest sink.
Honestly, because here's the thing, the way that it gains experience is unlike all the other experience gains in the game. Because technically there's only the three kinds. There's the weapon experience, there's Steve, the ride pod, and then there's monster transformation. But all the other ones just use straight up experience. But the monster transformation, it just goes by a weird percentage point system.
To be fair, you don't know that that's not the case with the weapons.
What do you mean we don't know that's not the case?
You don't know that the weapons don't work in the same way. You only know that the ride pod works differently because you can actually count the experience that the ride pod gets. But with weapons, it's just a bar that fills, just like the monster transformation.
There's also the fact that, weapons, you don't usually, level up to, say, 100.
Yeah. Gosh, imagine trying to get a weapon to plus 100. You'd probably have to run through a dungeon floor about 50 times.
Possibly. Probably more.
Yes. We'll be fine. Hey! Okay, if I ever have to do a recording on my own, I'm just going to have this be done, because that took about 9 minutes to do. 6:30, wow. That took about 9 minutes to go through, and that included Sphera, which we don't have to necessarily keep doing, but 9, 18, 27, so about 6 times. We could do it maybe 7 times over the course of an episode. Whoops. So, we could get about 7 levels in an hour. 7, 14, 21, 28. If we do if we do 2 speed up episodes of this, we can get the monster transformation all the way up. Right, yeah. Yeah, we can do about 7 floors, about 7 levels an hour. Which doesn't sound too bad. 7 levels an hour, but we need about 45 levels, so 45 divided by 7. That would be 6.5, so it'd be about 6.5 hours. So, I mean, my internet's gonna be out tomorrow night. I'm probably gonna just do that for a good while, huh? Yeah, I got an email last week. My internet's gonna be out tonight, March 8th. Yes, March. Yeah, a month ago. Basically all night long. Which is when I do most of my stuff, or at least when I've been doing most of my stuff. Except for the days where I actually wake up at, like, noon. Oh gosh, today I actually woke up at, like, noon. And then, like, I just could not will myself to get out of bed. I was just like, man. I had my tablet, I had it all like plugged in and stuff. I didn't really need to get out of the bed, except I really had to pee, so I finally got up and started doing stuff. And I went and played some Magic the Gathering for about 5 hours. And then went on, did some recordings and stuff. No, I don't think I did Tonto Kure today. So I decided to eat a peppermint cane between episodes, so just kind of munching on that. Boom, ba-da ba-dum, bow bow, ba-da ba ba. Ba-dow, ba-dow, dow, dow, ba-dow. Yes, of course, I do want to try to get all the medals just to get, like, all of the outfits and stuff, because, I mean, you know why. If you know why I want to get all of the outfits and stuff.
Because you want to play dress up?
Obviously.
Is there another reason why?
Oh yeah, totally. I know you could look it up very easily if you wanted to. But it would only come into play if we actually did start a new game of this.
Why would it only come into play if we start a new game?
Because there's something of a new game plus to this.
I'm confused.
If you have a game on Chapter 8 in the post game, saved onto your memory card when you start a new game, normally at the beginning of the game you can choose an outfit for Max based off of one of 3 full sets of outfits, all of which you can buy pretty early on by like Chapter 2. However, if you're in Chapter 8 and you have extra outfits for Max or also for Monica, you can set their outfits to whatever you have in your Chapter 8 save.
Okay.
In which
And?
So if you have like the medals and have like Mayor Needs stuff, because some pieces of outfits can only be gotten by like from the medals from Mayor Need, then you can start off with those outfits as well.
Okay.
And that's it. You can start off...
Like the outfits are literally just appearance, though, right?
Yes.
Kind of a weird New Game Plus, feature.
Kind of weird you have to go into the post-game to do it, and even then, it's not all the outfits. It's just the ones you have in your save.
Yeah. Well, so if you have every outfit in your save inventory.
Yeah, then you could have all of them to choose from.
I see. Again, that's just more. That just seems like more of a. It's really not that useful.
I mean, remember that time you got all excited about trying to make an outfit for Monica?
turned out to be a gun.
Oh gosh, Ruby Rose would love that outfit.
Now, here's the thing. Here's my counter to that. I don't know what any of the outfits look like. But presumably, anyone who's, doing this would already know what they look like.
Foam. Foam.
Correct?
Potentially.
Okay. Then we're agreed.
That doesn't sound right. Since when would we agree on anything?
The only thing we agree on.
Still recording.
I want to beep, 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 beep inside your beep, beep, beep.
I can't believe you said that. Oh my gosh, look at the Spheda.
In a moment.
Okay, so I don't know what the purpose of that room over there was, considering it had no monsters or chests. Where are you? Look at this Spheda.
Give me a moment. I'll join the stream on my phone. How many shots do you have?
1.
Make it count.
I say half power with maximum topspin. No, just under half power with maximum topspin.
I would have said just over.
Nope, just over was way too much.
Well, I thought you would have aimed to account for that.
Aimed where? I was aiming at the thing.
Down?
That was as down as I could aim.
Well, in that case, up. You're not going to tell me that was as far up as you could aim as well, are you?
It depends. Strictly speaking, up moves it down, so kind of.
Shut up.
You're funny when you get all tsundere.
When I get all what?
You're funny when you get all tsundere.
Tsundere?
Yeah, that thing.
Tsundere. I mean, I guess.
Tsundere simulator. Alright. So this is level 46. Just double checking. Yep.
It's time for me to indulge in a guilty pleasure.
I thought I was your guilty pleasure. Indulge in me.
I mean, you're not a guilty pleasure, you're just a pleasure.
Oh, really? Because according to the courts, I was guilty.
Guilty of what?
Of being too darn cute. I thought you would have liked that one. It was funny.
Oh,
Wait a
yeah,
second,
no,
Monica?
sure, it was great.
Monica didn't get healed of a poison. Whoops. So all these monsters go down very easily thanks to our, final tier fully upgraded sword.
Goes down smooth.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Oh gosh, I wonder if we could play a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game together. Play a Pokemon game, but like mod it so we use only double battles. I control the left Pokemon, you control the right Pokemon. No, not so good. Okay.
I mean, I'm just looking about seeing if there is anything that,
About which? I've said a lot of stuff. What are you looking at?
There's, possible co-op. But it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, people who make games don't realize that sometimes people want to just play through the main game with their friends. I mean, strictly speaking, Ratchet Deadlocked allowed for co-op through the main game. Oh gosh, the Ratchet Deadlock no gun challenge, but with co-op. Probably not that hard.
Wait, no gun challenge?
Yeah, Game Champ did a video about it a while back. Can you beat the Ratchet and Clank games, and she's doing them in order, without any guns?
So, playing the game without the main gameplay feature that is the appeal.
Yes.
Some people have too much spare time on their hands.
I mean, to be fair, that is the entire channel is doing challenge runs of games, and considering all the popularity that's gained them, it's going well.
Yeah, but why would you do a speed? Why would you do a speedrun challenge?
Not a speedrun.
Takes away the fun.
I mean, to be fair, playing the game in a whole different way is its own kind of fun.
But I mean, playing a Ratchet and Clank game without the Rhino, or without the
to be fair, playing Ratchet and Clank without the Rhino is just my experience as playing Ratchet and Clank.
Or playing it, say without the gun that transforms enemies into stuff.
Oh gosh, that thing in multiplayer was also fun. Oh, sorry, multiplayer. I haven't played the multiplayer in the Ratchet and Clank games for like ever. I remember being a kid and playing them like solo, and just specifically the ones in Ratchet and Clank 3. Playing like that base map and just over and over again. I got pretty familiar with it. I played it so much that in one of my playthroughs, I actually leveled up one of the guns.
Okay.
In the multiplayer thing.
Okay.
Just finding like turrets and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, not actually playing against people, just playing it just against like turrets.
Oh. See, here I thought you were talking about the multiplayer co-op mode of Deadlock.
Oh, no. The third one, Up Your Arsenal, had a multiplayer thing. Not necessarily co-op, but like competitive. That part of it was just chests.
I see.
So I just play against the bots there, because like, yeah, what else am I gonna do? This is kind of fun. I can, get a little base, get a little plane, fly around and stuff. Yeah, San Andreas has a co-op mod to that. But of course, Dark Cloud can't get one. Alright, Pokemon does have a multiplayer versus mod.
What mode?
Pokemon, like Gen 1 Pokemon, has a multiplayer versus mod that somebody made. Where, player 1 plays through it normally, and then player 2 controls all of the trainers.
I see.
So you can actually have good trainer AI in every battle. Yeah, a Twitch streamer did a whole thing about it, playing against the world champion of Pokemon.
And was the world champion playing the NPCs or?
Yes.
Ah.
And we still got blacked out a couple of times.
Mm.
It wasn't anywhere near as awesome as Game Champ's Can You Beat Pokemon Without Taking Damage run.
That doesn't sound fun.
It wasn't fun and apparently provided a number of nightmares, but it was done. It was basically get to the daycare, level up everything as much as possible, and then cheese the rest of the game.
Wow.
With stuff like Swift. Because remember, in Gen 1 Pokemon, every move has a 1 in 256 chance of missing, except for Swift.
Wrong.
At least a 1 in 256 chance of missing.
Mm-hmm.
That's an extra 1 in 256 chance of missing.
Yeah, Swift is not immune to the 1 in 256 glitch.
It is.
Nope.
Because Swift does not make an accuracy check. And it's and specifically in the accuracy check that the 256 glitch can happen. So if you use an X accuracy, the 256 glitch also can't happen.
I see.
Well, no point in doing Sphera anymore.
Why?
Because now we're on the reoccurring thing, which is just bomb nuts.
Yeah. Wait. What? Are you still on Crush the Undead? Yes. Yes, you are.
Total monsters defeated, 99. Whoops. Everybody just ignore that you saw my email there for a second.
I did not see your email, and I kind of wish I had now.
When I record this game, I have to actually record, like, have OBS recording my entire, like, screen on this monitor. And I accidentally misclicked on something. I thought I was clicking on, like, OBS, but I clicked on, like, my email. So I brought that up for a second. I'll have to just cut that on the editing. Make sure to edit at the 28-minute mark of this video. Why do you want to see my email? It's boring. Hey, look, absorption coin. It's a thing of Game FAQs notifications for Rune Factory 4. A World of Little Legends, so my Steam wishlist is now on sale. And to be fair, I only put on my Steam wishlist after finding it in the first place and knowing that it was on sale, but not wanting it yet because it's still in early access. And not worth the, like, $18 that they're charging for it, even when it's on sale. What is it? TCG player orders are coming in, and Kickstarter, Jap Anime Games backed the Dallas. That's my email right now. I'm following both versions of Rune Factory 4. Original Rune Factory 4 and Rune Factory 4 Special. In case anyone asks any questions on the on either of those pages about either of those games, so I can pop in and answer them. I can't answer every question, but I can answer some questions. And yes, I do have 2 TCG player orders that I made both in 3 days. Both in the same day, sorry. I said 3 because it looks like I have 3 orders confirmed, but no, only 2 orders shipped out, both on the same day because I made my order and I was all, I want a moon board. And while I was looking at moon cards, I found some new cards that I missed the first time I wanted, so I just ordered those as well because, like, whatevs. So yeah, you know, stuff. I'm on level 48. Strictly speaking, only 3 more levels. And we'll get a new Gemron. We're sure to do that this episode, right? Oh gosh, imagine if I was... Oh gosh. You're still here, right?
I'm here, but I'm looking at stuff now. I'm looking at the 1256 glitch. What's going on?
I just had a horrifying thought. What if I tried to upgrade all of my monster transformations to level 100?
I think we discussed that before. And I think we want to, you know, stop playing this before the heat death of the universe.
Eek. It is kind of amazing, just to change the topic slightly, how possible it is to beat games without one of their core mechanics. Like, I beat Rune Factory 4 without making weapons. I used their tool. And without upgrading anything, and without using any equipment. That's like 3 semi-core components to the game that I just... And without companions. 4 pretty central mechanics of the game, and I just skipped all of them. The only things I still used were farming, which was potentially optional, and food, which could have been considered optional as well, but just helped to speed things along. So, out of like maybe 6 main like things of what to do to make yourself stronger, I skipped 4 of them and I still beat the game. And strictly speaking, I didn't even really need the food bonuses. No, that's right. I used food. What's up?
I can think of a few, you know, ones that, well, here's one that I'm sure a lot of people have accidentally done. Well, accidentally might not be the right word, but just realized, what's the point?
Without monster transformation.
Like, playing Pokemon, forgetting that Pokeballs exist. Which literally just means playing only with your starter.
And gift Pokemon.
Okay, true. Yeah, people have done specific... Yeah, when you factor in also gift Pokemon, yes. But I'm talking about...
Just starter?
You just only use the one Pokemon. The idea of actually, you know, filling out the Pokedex and collecting other Pokemon is just a nah.
Oh gosh, beat Pokemon Legends Arceus, but only use your starter. I could change my Pokemon Legends Arceus one, just kind of reset it, and just do like starter only.
No.
Because you could fight the other Pokemon, you just can't catch them. What, you say that's going to be a bad idea?
I think you're going to have a bad time.
Sans?
Yeah, that was the reference.
Oh no, I knew the reference. Just making a joke that you were Sans. Gosh, fastest monster time, 6 minutes, 5 seconds. That's gonna get smaller.
Why, are you going to do it all with Ripod only? Just to get the medal?
I am almost tempted to do it, and if I do it with Ripod only, I'm sure monster wipeout time is gonna get much faster. But we're here for monster transformations. Well, you know, to upgrade monster transformation.
Tetris, without ever rotating.
Wait, plum rice ball? Oh, I remember this thing. This is like a post-game thing that you can get.
Oh.
Look up the plum rice ball. This
Okay.
item I remember using so much, and it's really funny. Look it up and read about it, and I'll tell you about, like, the bug it has. Because I'm pretty sure you're only generally supposed to get it in the post-game. Because I remember using it a lot. Do you have them Morton or something? I don't remember where I got them. I just remember using them all the time.
Wait. So you're talking about the fact that it doesn't actually cause the thirst that it says it does?
I don't know if it necessarily does or it doesn't, but at the very least, it cures all status conditions after it causes thirst.
Yes.
So it makes you thirsty and then cures the thirst.
Yep.
Was that, like, on its page?
Nope. In fact, it's not even listed on the thing, but it's on the wiki. It's listed on a thing here, but
Because I just remember using it all the time and, like, feeling I was, like, exploiting it. Because it's... Cause it feels almost like some, big, fancy, like, Gloomhaven item does this big thing, but with, like, a little drawback, whatever. But,
and then
like,
it doesn't even do the drawback.
yeah, it wasn't, like, programmed quite right, so there is no actual drawback for using it. It just cures all of your health and removes all status conditions.
Well, one theory is that it was actually a mistranslation, but that doesn't make any sense.
It's saying that it causes thirst.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, Dark Cloud 3, when will you coming out?
I will look that up too.
It's not coming out.
I've been seeing talk about it.
There's been talk about it for like 2 decades? No. Maybe. Wait, did this come out in like, not 2000, like 2004, 2005, something like that, I think. So yeah, almost 2 decades. There's been talk about new Dark Cloud game.
Apparently, the game Rogue Galaxy was originally Dark Cloud 3.
Oh yeah, I'd heard about that. I mean, we could do a Rogue Galaxy Let's Play.
Eh.
Yeah, I hear it's not so great.
Yeah.
They took out, like, some of the components that really make Dark Cloud, you know, Dark Cloud. And it's just like, hey, here's some generic stuff. Enjoy. And it's like, eh.
Here's what I suggest. If we can figure out a way to make this, set this up to make it work, Ratchet Deadlocked co-op.
We could probably do that. We can just use, like, Parsec. Why don't you go in?
Yep.
I don't know if you need it or not, but you can go and look up Parsec to see what we need to make that thing work.
Okay.
Well, yeah, to see if there's multiplayer mods for the other Ratchet and Clank games, so we could just do the whole series. I'll be down for doing the whole series together if we can do it all in co-op. I feel like for the other 3 games, it'd be kind of OP to do it co-op, but I mean, like, we know the games. We're down to just storm our way through. Gosh, Now here's the question. Do you want to just beat the game or try to 100% every game? Because I think for the first 3 Ratchet & Clank games, 100%ing wouldn't necessarily be that difficult.
No, specifically Deadlocked.
But 100%ing Deadlocked, getting all weapons up to level 100, takes a couple of playthroughs.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
And then, of course, you know, getting the added difficulty playing through like that, that's not so difficult. Gosh, you remember that one level, like, I don't know, 3 levels in or something? And you're introduced to, like, these little green monsters. And you're also introduced to that, like, shield gun that makes, like, a force field barrier thing. You have to get into, like, the big building and you have to, like, not rotate the gears, like, shoot the orbs to, get in. But as soon as you start shooting the one orb, monsters start coming out. I still remember playing, and even on emulator, I'd play it, and I'd shoot a force field gun down between myself and where the enemies pop up, so they would come in, hit the force field, die, I'd get experience and bolts, but so many would be coming out and dying and dropping stuff, the game would crash. I think my last 3 attempts at playthroughs of the game all crashed at that same spot, because I tried to do that, found it failed, and lost interest. Because I was just so adamantly wanting to just, you know, grind that one area. Wait, sorry, is this Dragon Fighter or Demon Fighter? Dragon Fighter!
What?
Oh, Gen 1 is Dragon Fighter.
Okay. Okay,
Did we just die? Hi. What's up?
in the front.
Hello?
Hi, yes, I'm reading this stuff. I'm
Okay.
reading the guides for Parsec.
Okay, you said hi, and I thought you were gonna say more things.
No.
I should get you and Sean together. You'll be a real hoot. I showed Chandra that, like, you know, backflip into the distortion, like, well, not hole in one, but hole in one shot. And she looked at it and it's like, is that good? I don't know who Skies is, but congratulations on playing Tabletop Sim. It's a fun game. Speaking of which, I should try doing some tabletop game stuff.
Well, looks like Parsec is pretty simple.
Good.
Assuming I'm reading it correctly.
Hopefully.
I'm probably not.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever. Reading is hard.
We all know, I mean, English is not so good for me. No, I'm kidding.
We all know English isn't a language I speak.
Well, that's because English isn't a language.
True. Me fail English.
It's three languages stacked up on top of each other in a trench coat, going around mugging other languages for spare change.
Spare. Was it? It wasn't supposed to be change. It was supposed to be like spare words or something.
I say spare change.
Did you know that there is a word in used in the English language that has, was it like 184 definitions?
Is it the?
Nope. It's not like, 184 different senses you could be put in, but I know the number is over 100. Over 100, like, different definitions for the word. Which I'd guess would make it the most versatile word in the English language.
Set.
Yes.
430 senses listed in the second edition of the Oxford English Dictionary, published in 1989.
Holy, 430.
That's the longest entry in the dictionary at 60,000 words. Oh my god.
60,000 words. That's a novel.
Yep.
Here's a novel idea for any of you writers out there who want to write something ridiculous. Find every single one of those like possible uses for the word set and incorporate every single one of them in a book.
It's also the name of an Egyptian deity, I think. Maybe it's just an Egyptian mythological figure. I don't know.
Set Okaiba.
Damn it, Mokuba.
I got that pack of like 100 like anime style Yu-Gi-Oh cards. They only included one blue eyes white dragon.
What? Did it? And here's my question: did it include one for the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon?
Yep, included one blue eyes white dragon and one blue eyes ultimate. I don't think that there was a polymerization though.
Wait, no polymerization.
Yep, I don't think so. It could have been
What?
in there, but with like art I didn't recognize. Because there are a few cards I didn't recognize in there.
I mean, also have to remember, like, is it based on the original anime or the English anime?
The English. Specifically the
Oh.
English. It's the English style.
Never mind.
Speaking of the
Yeah.
anime...
'Cause, some of the art, in the Japanese version was very different.
Yes.
Why did you forget that chest behind you?
I didn't forget about it, I just didn't see that chest in front of me. I was gonna go get that one, get this one, and keep running this way. But I completely ignored, like, this whole section of the dungeon.
Why did you switch to monster to open the chest?
Yeah, because it's fast and I thought I'd have to fly around more. Also, Monster wants to open a chest. Monster wants to feel important. I know you feel like a monster when you're opening up a nice chest.
I'm not a doctor.
I didn't say you were.
I'm also not a butcher.
Oh, shoot. There goes my plans.
What, were you hoping I would beat your meat?
Still recording, by the way.
You'll have to remember to censor that too.
I don't know.
Or not. I mean, we are talking about I'm just a butcher. I mean, that's
Yeah.
what it does.
My first job, my first, like, actual job, was at, meat department in, Sobeys.
Meat.
Yes, meat department. I was...
No, I see what you did there.
Yes! My job, for the most part, was cleaning. And all throughout my training and every so often, I just keep getting reminded, like, be careful on the knives, be careful about the knives, don't want to cut yourself on knives, be careful about the knives, blah, blah, blah. I did not once cut myself on any of the knives, even though the people who are working the day shift would throw the knives into like the sink and fill up the sink with water, but the water would be like dirty, so you can't see in
Oh
there.
my god!
And
No,
I'd have
no,
to reach in
no.
with my bare arm to pull out the drain with sharp knives in there. I never once cut myself on a knife there.
Okay, the people who were doing that should have been effing fired. Hell, they should have been arrested.
That was not
How old
necessarily
were
a
you at the
daily
time?
occurrence, but at least a weekly occurrence where I'd
old
have
were you
to
at the
do
time?
that. Was
How
it
old
what?
were you at the time?
How old was I? Trying to remember. 17?
Yeah, there we go. Reckless endangerment of a minor. That's literally a crime. I'm sure it's phrased slightly differently than what I just did, but still.
I mean,
Literally,
I should have taken pictures, I guess. Like, hey, this is how they left it. Like, the whole place was, like, on video surveillance. They made sure to tell us about that regularly. I'm not entirely certain I was 17 at the time, but I think I was.
You know, I just realized I definitely am Pow. Because he smells the chest.
Oh,
He can smell there's a mimic.
am I a mimic?
I don't know, I have to smell your chest.
Oh, gosh. Get my train of thought here.
I
Right.
mean, you had to know that's where that was gonna go. I mean, you didn't just walk into it, you led me into it.
We'll also mimic the whole trans thing. Blah, blah, blah. I thought you were gonna say, oh no, baby, your chest is all real. That's what I was trying to lead you to.
I mean, I have no way of knowing that.
Anyway, speaking of coming out as trans, around age 17 was when I came out, and I came out to like my family who had no idea what I was talking about, and I came out to like my friend group at the time, and they were kind of like, okay, like whatever. And about a week after I'd come out, I was actually doing a recording, but I think I deleted the recording and didn't actually upload it. I was doing a recording of a game with a friend, and I don't know what we were talking about, but I said to him, quote unquote, you're half a man. Because like that's kind of just, we were joking around a lot. We can't have 4 actual chests this close. Like 2 of these are mimics. Anyway, so I said to him, like, you're half a man. And without missing a beat, he just responds, that's still half a man more than you.
Okay, that I gotta love that, you know, just that sort of level of so that's 3, 4.
What the
And how was
flip
the
is
5th one?
this? No!
They're all real. None of them were even trapped. Why? Why?
That's half a chest more than you!
No, hide the map. Hide the map. At a good angle, and you know, okay, that's the yeah, that's definitely the preview pic for the video.
I wish I could make that the preview pic. Okay, how
What do
can I
you
make
mean,
Obs
preview
take a
pic?
screenshot of this?
Why would you say you wish you could?
Because taking screenshots isn't necessarily that easy. I don't know what my print screen button is.
No, like just use that frame.
Oh yeah, I have to go into editing for the 28-minute mark anyway.
Yeah. Oh god, and more chests. Oh,
Okay.
here's a minute.
Brah.
Now, what do you think the odds are of the other one that's also a mimic?
Pretty low. But I've been so wrong so many times. Hey, guess what? It's not a mimic.
Jesus, there's only 1 chest left in the level. Well, yeah, what do you expect, you know, when they're all used up in the first hallway?
Oh gosh, that reminds me of a game. I've never actually played it, but I'd heard about it. And they had a feature where players could like design their own dungeons and stuff. And you could like put in like a certain amount of you had a certain amount of points that you could use for monsters and for traps. And like the ultimate goal is to, make sure that people can't get through your dungeon, blah blah blah. Then you get points or something if people try it and can't make it through. So what people do is either A, use up all the points on traps and put all of the traps in one narrow section of hallway that you have to get through to beat it. So the entire rest of the dungeon would be empty except for one small area that would basically kill anybody who tried to go through. Or B, use up all of the points for monsters and put every monster in the last room.
Yep.
So they actually had to take away like the map creation thing because people were abusing it in such a way.
Well, that's not them abusing it. It's more just people not being willing to,
Pace.
Well, that's the thing. The vast majority of people given that tool, would either would not use it. The vast majority of the people who would abuse it will make troll, dungeons and stuff. I mean, just look at
The Mario Maker? But yeah, it's like... But, like, the people who made it could have just been on... Like, people who made the game could have just been all like, okay, we're putting in a thing, all monsters and all traps have to be at least, like, X distance apart, blah, 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 in order to actually, like, be viable for upload, and we're going to, like, not count any of the ones that are already made unless they can fall within, like, these credentials. Like, all of the maps have to now be approved. They could have done that. They didn't. Like, even in Mario Maker, you have to be able to, beat the levels. By the way, Super Mario Maker 2 came out, and I spent a couple of hours on that first night. I made a map, and that's basically the only map I've made for a Mario Maker game. And it is, very much trolley, and very much screams of my first map.
So it's both troll and my first map.
Yes.
Is it a single screen map?
No.
How many Bowsers?
I don't think there are any.
Oh.
I'm trying to remember what it was like, but there's like a part where like, oh look, flat ground, except the ground falls out from under you, so you actually have to, jump off of the ground while it's falling to get onto a narrow platform. Because I was trying to make it into, like, a troll map, because someone I was watching on YouTube who played Mario Maker was like, hey, everyone, Mario Maker 2 comes out, everyone make, like, troll maps, and I'll play them on stream. So I got it that, like, night, and I made a troll map, so that's what it's supposed to be. And then it's like, okay, so players would, like, see the gap, try to jump over it, and I tried to time a block to fall at just that right moment to knock them into the gap.
Yeah.
And then a second one with just enough pause for them to think, okay, another block isn't coming, I'll jump now. And then the block comes down. And that time it was actually really accurate. Which was kind of shocking. I got myself a few times on that one. But my idea of like a perfect troll map is one where if you're not expecting any trolls, it doesn't troll you. But if you think that the map is going to troll you, it does.
Of course.
I remember things like flying saws and whatnot. It's been a long time. I basically made it. No, that's right. I made 2 maps because I also wanted to make a one-screen puzzle thing, but like a co-op one-screen puzzle. But unfortunately, every map, or at least when the game came out, every map had to be beatable with a single character. So I couldn't actually make a 2-player one-screen puzzle. Because I wanted something like, say, each player had their own like one-screen puzzle, and they could do stuff to interact with the other. But they couldn't actually, like, see each other kind of thing. I thought that could be awesome. Couldn't be done.
Oh.
At least couldn't be done at the time. I don't know if that's still the case, but couldn't be done.
So I know there are multiplayer maps now.
Yes. I don't know if all the characters
I
still
have
need to be
seen,
on the same.
and I have seen maps that are explicitly,
You need 2 people.
yeah.
I mean, most of the time when people make those sorts of maps, they also just make a dev exit. So they can beat it in single player and upload it and then be all like, hey, yo, come in and do this. At least, you know, in the early days.
Although I do recall seeing a video about something that someone did end up making a level that due to the game updating, actually made their level unbeatable after it was uploaded.
Oh, what's up?
They changed. I watched this video like a couple of years ago, and it was in the first Mario Maker, not the second one. But...
Oh, I remember hearing something about that. There's a thing where if you put a cloud on the same spot as certain blocks, you could jump through it. But then update made it so you couldn't jump through it. So you could make an unbeatable map with something very as simple as, hey, I have like a 1.4 version of, like, I set my game to like 1.4, make this map, prove that I can beat it by jumping through, set the game to like, you know, the 1.9 current version, upload it like that, because hey, I beat this exactly as it was, and then just make a map that is actually unbeatable.
Yep.
Easy as that. Which, in like the streamer community, there were streamers who would make like extreme troll maps for each other, and I always just waited and just really wanted one of them to make one of these troll maps that actually just, you know, hours and hours of trolls, like full streams of just trying to beat this one map, getting through everything, unlocking everything, getting all of the information you need, and then the very end is just one of those jumps. The final troll is that, no, you actually can't beat this level. Because some of those maps are very creative. Oh, shoot, wait. We're level 52.
What? I was gonna ask what level we were.
Ice Gemron Digivolve into... Thunder. Bubble, bubble, Gemron.
Ooh.
You got a monster drop.
So, are you gonna go with fire or holy for the final one?
Oh my gosh, look at that attack stat.
Nice. It's actually viable now. If you don't miss.
See, I was thinking holy.
Okay.
What, you want...
Get the, let me get my Tommy gun. I'll make it as holy as you want.
Hey. No, I got some water for that. I had to give it to the farmer guy.
By the way, Monica's poisoned.
Yeah, I know. Just happened.
Okay.
But if we're in Gemron form, we don't have to care about being poisoned. Because Monica's poisoned, the Gemron isn't.
But it still uses Monica's health, doesn't it?
Sure, but if we're in Gemron form, we don't lose health to poison.
Oh.
Hey! Remember when we had to play Spheda for that?
Yep.
Get down here. Oh, gosh. What do we name this episode? Because I was going to name it something like, you know, new monster transformation or whatever,
Well,
but...
No, never mind. I was going to suggest the other one first because you were closer, but not anymore. Honestly, all I can suggest is,
But then there's that thing with the chests.
this video hasn't been edited. Nope. Definitely hasn't.
Well, I had to edit it at the 28-minute mark to cut out my email.
That's what I mean. Just name it. This video hasn't been edited. Nope, totally hasn't.
Yeah. I have to go to the 28-minute mark for the email thing, and I forget. I think it was 38 or 48-minute mark to check for. Oh, that's right. I was talking about my first job, and I forgot about the punchline to the joke, because we were talking about like child endangerment and stuff.
Yeah.
The punchline of I never cut myself on any of the knives ever, because I cut myself on everything else.
Wait, what?
Like, basically everything there, other than specifically the knives, I cut myself on it at least once while working there. Like, I cut myself on a table, I cut myself on the door, I cut myself on a saw blade, which one would expect to be able to cut themselves on, but I didn't even notice it at the time. Like... Also, they have, like, a tool that's... I'm not sure what exactly it's for, like, you know, melting plastics or something. And while I was there cleaning, aka nobody working, the, like, handle for the tool was still, like, 100 degrees. And I burned myself on it.
Jesus.
Like, I'm, like, kind of walking past it, like, cleaning and stuff. It's like, oh, hey, this, you know, is, like, the plastic burning tool. It still seems like it's a little bit hot. I wave my hand over it. This is still kind of hot. I should turn it down or off or something. So I go to hit the handle, and I burn myself on it. But yeah, I cut myself on basically everything there other than the knives.
I see.
Like, for the, like, Easter and Christmas times, I had to, like, weigh frozen chickens and put them out. And I think I cut myself on, like, the weighing scale. On the scale.
Oh.
Cut myself on everything but the knives.
Well, I have a cut myself story. A year ago, I almost lost my left baby toe.
Did you drop a knife?
Nope. I was bringing in groceries.
Mm-hmm.
I slipped.
Mm-hmm.
My toe apparently... The thing is, I'm not 100% certain. My only guess is my foot must have slid under the door and then twisted just the wrong way, such that part of it cut almost a full circle around my toe. But only the one toe was injured, and I didn't even realize what had happened. I was just like, ooh, oh, okay, slipped. I was more shocked about that. I was just like, ooh, kind of hurts to step a little bit. But my roommate at the time, was like terrified of blood, so I knew there was a bit of blood, but he would refuse to actually take a look at it to see how bad it was. So it wasn't until the next day, you know, when I went to a doctor, it's just like, yeah, go to a hospital now. And they needed to put stitches on it, and
You still have little toesy?
well, I still have it, but basically, if it
In a
had cut
bag.
a little bit more, that toe would have been off.
Oh, gosh.
And the stupid thing is, if that toe had come off, I would have, like, called an ambulance to go to the hospital immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it cost me, like, an arm and a leg. Eh.
An arm and a leg, all to save a toe.